Some people have compared you to like NBA Youngboy and like Yungeen Ace. Have you heard that before?
Mm-mm.
You never heard that?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's a compliment.
Yeah, it is. They doing their thing, but I just never heard that comparison.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Okay. Like, how much of an influence was Chief Keef to you as you were growing up?
Chief Keef was just a big influence overall to the city, like really, but in a way, kind of not too, because it's like everybody was like that, but you feel me? He the one took off with it, and when he took off with it, you feel me? Everybody was falling in line behind him. You feel me?
It's now November. You signed your deal, what, last month?
About like, no, I signed it. Yeah, about last month.
Okay, so you signed October. So here you are sitting in a jail cell in March, and October, let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months later, you're now talking to all these major labels, and you know they're basically setting up situations for you where your life is now going to be completely different. Like, how did it feel to go from that to that?
Like a big ass blessing. I'm just thinking like, damn, like just comparing the two. I just kept on comparing the two. Like I was just here, now I'm here. Feel me? Getting these big opportunities. I was just grateful for everything that was going on.
Right, because you're 19 years old, right?
Hmm.
Right, you're still a teenager. Suddenly, you know, doing something that, I mean, honestly, I've been in this music industry for shit like 20 years. Like, I know people that have been grinding for 10 years that don't get to the point where you are right now.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real talk. How did your family react to you suddenly getting all this all this interest?
It was just being a big support system. You feel me? Like mentally, physically, anything you name. You feel me? They was just there for me.
Okay. And you ultimately ended up signing with Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah, great label, by the way.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you actually, took that pen and signed that deal?
It was just like I was just like I'm not really a high, old, excited, all that type of person. It was just like I'm just ready to take this head on.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that Mr. Do Too Much just sat there and calmly and just signed the deal? I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's just how I am. I'm just mellow, cool. I be chilling.
Well, listen, man, that's a big move right there, especially for someone that's been doing it for such a short time. But at the end of the day, the music speaks for itself. I think that they looked at the body of work that you did in a very short time and said, oh, yeah, okay, we already see where this is going.
Hmm.
How did you celebrate after you signed?
I ain't really do nothing either.
Really?
I went to the stool after
Okay.
that.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, you actually did an interview with Zach TV. I guess it was the first interview with Zach TV after he got killed.
Hmm.
So who's actually doing the interviews now?
His brother.
Oh, okay. Well, what's his name?
I forget his name.
Okay.
But his brother had DM me. And then it was like before Zach had died, I always wanted to get an interview with him. You feel me? Like when I was locked up, I wrote down everything, a list of things that I wanted to do when I got out of jail. You feel me? A Zach TV interview, Vlad TV interview, etc. You feel me? And then it all just started happening.
Wait, so Vlad TV interview was one of the things you wrote while locked up.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel honored. Thank you. That made my day today. All right. But, rest in peace to Zach, because me and him, would talk occasionally.
Hmm.
I've done Chicago interviews as well, but Zach was really in the hood in
Yeah.
Chicago. Really, like, most of my interviews were usually after Zach had already done his.
Hmm.
He was really the trendsetter, and you talked to a lot of artists in Chicago, and Zach gave them their first interview.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you heard about Zach passing?
It it was just crazy. That just a reflection of like what the city got going on. Like anybody could die. Like that's why it is the way it is.
Yeah, no, I've talked to a lot of people about this. Like, me and Rico Reckless had a conversation about how, you know, I don't film in the hood anymore. I used to early on, um, and I don't know the exact circumstance of Zach passing, but Zach would actually go to the hood and sit with you on your front steps and be around all the guns and the drugs and everything else like that, and it'd make for a very dope interview. But you're also taking a very big risk in the process of doing it, man. And yeah, the way that he died, he got killed, and then the guy in the car that he was with got killed shortly after.
Hmm.
It's a fucked up situation, but I think it's really dope, and I think that this really it's a testament to how important Zach TV is the fact that he can continue as a brand. Zach TV continues as a brand even after he's gone.
Yeah, because you can still see like the numbers still on the videos and everything. Like he just had that much respect.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I think it's dope, and you were actually the first interview that Zach TV did after Zach got killed.
Hmm.
So it kind of says a lot about how important you are as well.
Yeah.